Now, one last thing that you want to do before you put the stock and the grips and all that on is you want to put these little hole covers in the holes that we drilled on the side, remember? And that just makes it look better. They're not actually necessary for the weapon to function, but it sure makes it look a lot better. Now, the best way to get these plastic hole covers in is to clean it out with a drill with that same 3/16 bit that we started all of it with. So let's just clean these holes out carefully. Wow, those almost look like regular old receiver rivets. Good job. You can actually heat seal these into the gun. Nice and hot on the inside, and get it to where it's melting. And then just crush that up into itself. Those ain't going nowhere. They're staying put. And all I'm doing is melting the plastic on the inside and then crushing it up so it's sort of like a rivet and holds itself in place forever. So now why don't we put this sexy saw grip on this gun. So this includes a hex head bolt, looks like a half, maybe a 16th off of a ½ inch if it's not a ½ inch, and a lock washer. And that just comes right through the bottom of the grip here, through that hole. And then that's going to hook onto this lug right here. Okay. Now we slide it on the grip first. Just like that. And we can check our threads first and make sure everything's going to screw in right. Looks like this one fits. And there's also a hex head screw that was with the trigger guard that fits. So that's going to be easier than messing with this and trying to get a socket for it. I can just get a T-handle Allen wrench for that. This is another part of this firearm you probably want to use that blue Loctite blue thread lock on. So let's go ahead and give it a good dab here. That's a good dab, but careful not to go gorilla tight and break it off. There, that's probably tight enough for the life of the gun. So now let's just close this plate up here. And there's a neat little compartment in here. You can keep cleaning supplies, maybe an extra shell, I don't know, whatever you want in there. Now let's put on the stock. This is what Carolina Shooter Supply includes with the stock. We have a drill bit for drilling pilot holes. Now, a problem fitting this stock, as you can see by this marring, is that this stock wasn't able to go in all the way because of the third screw for the trigger guard. So I'm going to do a little bit of grinding here and cutting off camera and just make a little bit of room on that part of the stock so that it can go all the way into the receiver and it'll look good. And now, with a slight modification to the front of the stock block, we are no longer contacting that screw inside, and the stock fits flush. Now we're going to drill our pilot holes. There's one, here's two. So now I have installed the screws in the stock after drilling the pilot holes. We're not going to do a third stock screw because the pistol grip actually covers that hole up, and it's not necessary. I mean, this is solid, buddy. So now we just got to reassemble from a field strip condition. Now, to get the bolt back in, you want to make sure that your ejector is at a 45-degree angle from top dead center to the right. We return the recoil spring. and we return the receiver cover. And now you're done. So now let's test it and make sure the trigger is resetting. So let's cock it, pull the trigger, and we're going to hold it down. Listen for a click as I let the trigger forward. That's the recoil arrestor letting go and allowing the main trigger hook to re-engage the hammer, and it fires again. So now let's cock it and see if the safety works. Safety on. It does not fire. Good job. This is Learn123 signing out. Thank you everyone for watching. If you would like to support my channel, check out my affiliate links for cool Saiga and AK parts. Use the comments section to ask any questions, and check the description for a full listing of the tools that I discovered I would need during this shoot. I don't know about you guys, but all this time in the workshop has made me tired. Let's go shoot this thing on the range and see if it works.